Well, with that big breaking news which is coming in after one of the tallest leaders of BJP, Eshwarappa, opts out of polls. Now you have protests which have hit Shivamogga. That's the big breaking news which is coming in. BJP cadres are now staging a protest regarding Eshwarappa. Remember, earlier in the day he had written a letter to the BJP chief JP Nadda bowing out of the poll contest, and now there are protests which are happening in Shivamogga. As we are just getting you details from Karnataka that there has been a lot of rift within the party, and there is now open fissures which are now coming out to light as well. Eshwarappa has bowed out of the polls, and now there are protests which are happening there in Shivamogga. The BJP protesters there, workers and cadres there are protesting against Eshwarappa deciding not to contest in the elections. Eshwarappa, remember, is one of the biggest leaders of Karnataka. He's written to JP Nadda as well, saying that he is not going to be contesting this time around. Karnataka's BJP leader has announced his retirement from electoral politics, and he's written to the party President JP Nadda regarding it. In fact, this right ahead of the upcoming polls, he said that he is going to be retiring completely from electoral politics. Of course, he's been a seasoned lawmaker. He's the former Deputy Chief Minister. He's been frequently, however, embroiled in several scandals as well as some of the remarks which have been coming up. He is, however, approaching the age of 75 in June, which is considered to be an unofficial age limit which had been set. Remember, even by Prime Minister Modi, he said that he wants young blood. And now you have Eshwarappa, who's approaching the age of 75 in June. He has decided to step out of the electoral bastions. Let me go across to Deepak Bopanna, who's joining us. Deepak, very interesting. Now there are protests which BJP cadres, I believe, are carrying out in Shivamogga in favor of Eshwarappa. Deepak, can you hear me? I was asking you about the protests in Shivamogga.
Yes, a lot of drama unfolding there in Shivamogga. You know, the entire letter, of course, has remained quite a secret. You know, even KS Eshwarappa's team was unaware that he has in fact written this letter. KS Eshwarappa now, of course, is officially confirming that, you know, he had spoken about the same to the state leadership as well, to, you know, the president, to the chief minister, to the former chief minister. And Allot Joshi as well was aware of this particular decision. But the state leadership, of course, didn't want to actually allow him to you know, take this decision. Now, this is what he, of course, claims, and he says that in his letter now written to the you know, national president of the BJP, he has expressed his desire not to contest from the you know, BJP anymore in active you know, in an active role or in an electoral role. Rather, you know, he wants to just strengthen the organization is the intent that he's put forth. But of course, when you look at the entire political scenario, we should understand one thing here. Is that you know, the likelihood of KS Eshwarappa this time getting a ticket itself was quite bleak. He has, of course, been batting for you know, his son to get a ticket. So whether this is an entire ploy to once again build pressure on the BJP, something that we'll have to see, considering the fact that he, of course, had to step down as a minister here in Karnataka after allegations you know, came to the fore with a contractor as well committing suicide, and eventually, of course, the B report came to the fore in that particular case. But of course, he has been under fire from various quarters over that particular matter, and eventually, of course, had to step down as a minister as well.
Well, keep tracking the developments on that front, Deepak. Do stay on with us. But this is what Eshwarappa had to say earlier. Listen in.
ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಜಗತ್ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ನಡ್ಡಾಜಿಯವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪತ್ರವನ್ನು ಬರೆದು ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಸ್ವಇಚ್ಛೆಯಿಂದ ಚುನಾವಣಾ ರಾಜಕೀಯದಿಂದ ನಿವೃತ್ತನಾಗಲು ಬಯಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಬಾರಿಯ ವಿಧಾನಸಭಾ ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಬಾರದಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ.
और तैयार हो गया मंत्री बनने के लिए. परसों तक वो भाषण कर रहा था कि मैं चुनाव के तैयार हूँ, मैं ऐनूर मंजूर आने तो देख लूँगा मैदान में, कौन हरा सकता है मुझे. और इतना जल्दी हार मान लिया, हथियार डाल दिया उसने. तो इसका मतलब है कि बीजेपी हाईकमांड ने उसको टिकट मना कर दिया, इसलिए उसने इस पर.
लगता है सर कहीं अपनी इज्जत बचाने की वजह से बीजेपी ने ऐसे लोगों को दूर रख रही है सर?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. जो लोग, कुछ लोगों को जो है वो इंटरनल मैटर है, लेकिन हमें लगता है कि ये उनको टिकट डिनाई कर रहे हैं, इसलिए ये इलेक्टोरल पॉलिटिक्स से हट रहे हैं.
Well, the Karnataka clash, that continues to be the top focus here on Times Now. Don't go anywhere. We are going to return with lots more on the other side.